Hi, I'm Julie Creffield from the Fat Girl's Guide to Running, and today we're asking, do I really need a sports watch? Now, I have a sports watch. I'm not going to tell you which one because it doesn't really matter. But actually, for the first few years of me running, I didn't have one. And actually, looking back, I think that was detrimental to my running experience. I bought my sports watch, my first one, as a gift to myself after my first marathon, which meant that I did all of that marathon training without really having the tools that I needed to see improvement. So my number one tip when thinking about buying a sports watch is to buy the simplest one on the market. I didn't do that. I bought one with all these different kind of functions and features, none of which I actually used. But it did do what I needed it to, but there was lots of stuff that kind of confused me. So number two is to think about why you might need one. Now, for me, I think the two most important things for a sports watch to do, in my opinion, is to trace your route, because I think it's brilliant to be able to come back, upload it, and see exactly where you've been. And then you can look at also where on your route you were faster and slower, and where there were inclinations, in terms of hills, so your elevation. So being able to access those graphics when you've come back from a run is a really good motivator to see how you're progressing. And then the other real benefit of having a sports watch, I believe, is to have real-time feedback about how you're doing. Now, often people have a sports watch and they set it at the start of a race and they finish it and switch it off at the end of a race, and they don't look at it while they're running. And I think that is exactly where you're going to get the most benefit from a sports watch. So making sure that you set the dial of your sports watch to be able to show you what your current pace is. So this is going to tell you how fast you're running at the moment. Now, this is really good when you've been running for a while, because you'll get to know what your average pace is, and you'll get to know when you're being lazy, when you're being faster than you normally are, and you'll be able to measure kind of your improvements. Now, another feature some people like, I don't particularly, is heart rate. Some people like to be able to measure their heart rate as they're running, to be able to see where they're putting effort in and things like that. I'm not very good at maths, so I get a little bit confused by all of that, and it's never really been a motivator for me. So, do you need a sports watch? No, you can run without one, but if you're serious about improving, then it's only going to be good for you. And as a runner, why not treat yourself? Why not value and really start to kind of think of yourself as an athlete and use the technology to help you develop in confidence, speed and strength. So I've been Julie Creffield from the Fat Girl's Guide to Running. You can find out more about what I do at www.toofattorun.co.uk. Please subscribe and please share this to anyone you think might need it. All right, ciao.